Yes.
If
No,
you
those recordings were not of me.
not,
Those recordings were not of me.
they weird. Okay, I'll send you okay the link of the recording so that you can open directly. It's in Google Drive. So yeah. So
Okay.
let me share my screen.
I see the which what is her name? Which Fatima has sent me. They were on YouTube, and I opened it. This video is private. It was given, and it did not even open.
Oh, no issues. I'll share the recording with you. Okay. So we are gonna start with your project. I already told you what your project is. So your
Yes.
project is about subjective cognitive decline. Okay. Now what we want is we want to check if the person has some disease. Okay, and like means some little type of memory loss. We have to check if the person has full memory loss or not. Like, is he getting the a more severe disease because of the disease you have. Okay, firstly, this is the data set that you have. Like, this is a small view of that data set. Okay, the data set is very large. Okay, means it has not very large. I mean, it has just 99 rows, but we first give the file. It was an Excel file. Okay, your data set. So the data that your I think college provided. So that I have uploaded here. Okay, you can see the first row is like this, the second row is like this, the third row is like this, like that. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
you have many columns: conversion, age, gender, education, smoker,
Where
HTA.
can you improve the screen size, please?
Okay, okay, one second. You can zoom in my like when I'm presenting, right? You can zoom in the video also. Like, look, I can zoom in and zoom out.
Okay.
Yeah. So here what
Where
we are
is the
doing,
zooming option?
look, with this step, with this first we import pandas. So pandas is a library that is used for handling data. Okay, like this data, if you want to if you want to import it in your Google Colab, means if you want to, like, it's there in my imagine my the file that you gave is there in my file folders. Okay, but how will it come to Google Colab? I have to import it. Okay, so I can import it using pandas. Okay, using this line. Okay, and now this in this step, what we are doing, I have written comments for you also. Okay, here we are viewing the first few rows. Okay, the first 5 rows are being shown to us because the whole data is like 99 rows, so I don't want to see the whole data. Only the first 5 rows is enough for me. Okay, if you want to view 10 rows inside this function, you can write 10, and it'll we can see 10 rows now. Okay, so yeah, let me change first 10 rows. I can write here because I changed, right? So you can view this data. Like, this is only 10 rows. We have many rows. We have 99 rows, right? So let's start with the first thing. So firstly, we import all the libraries. I'll just write the comment for you. Import libraries. Libraries means
Sorry?
packages. Okay, that will help you. Like, it has many functions. Like, libraries help you with a lot of things. So import pandas, we already imported it, so no need to import it again, but I'm just writing here for handling data. In the green, I'm
Okay.
writing the comment. Okay.
Okay,
So that
yes,
you can
770
understand.
days.
Import numpy as np. This is also used for handling data, for handling
Okay.
like arrays in data. Okay, the next one we have is matplotlib. I think, yeah, matplotlib can be imported. Um, we can import matplotlib, matplotlib. Mm, yeah, import matplotlib as PLT. Let me see if it's running. Yeah. Then I want to. There are many libraries that we use in a small project also. Import cborn as SNS, and other than that we can import. Okay, so I forgot to
So
tell you these.
we are going to use this. We are going to use this
Yeah,
all.
you know what libraries means. Like, libraries just help us for our
Oh,
writing code. Okay, like,
yes.
one thing that uh when you for that Python, when I was teaching you, this is Python only basically. This is Python only. So like these are Python libraries. Means libraries means like when I was teaching you that for taking input, okay, for taking input or output. For input you have to use input and then in bracket you write. Okay, did you remember that?
Yes,
So that
yes,
input is like a function. Okay, it is, you don't have to, like it is basically, you don't know what it does. Okay, like it just gives the it just takes the input as a box. In the box will appear in your screen, then you have to write the your name or whatever. So that is the
yes,
input function, but actually someone wrote the code for that input, like how it will work, because our computer don't know, right? Okay, how input will, like computer is like a small child, okay, like your child. So it won't know that how input is working. So someone wrote how input works and how output works in, like he wrote properly full code, and it will be very hard code. Okay, like input means taking the user input, and it taught, like in form of code, it taught the computer what is input. And same way for output also, like for you it's just easy, you just write print, and then in bracket you write whatever you want to print and it comes on the screen. But someone wrote the code behind. Okay, like someone wrote the code and then he stored it in a library. Okay, and so we import libraries because we want to use some functions that someone already wrote, like because these functions are very very hard and very very long. We want easy coding. Okay, so someone wrote like before, so we just import it and use, so it has functions that we can use.
how can I zoom this in? I'm unable to do so.
Just use your fingers on like if you're on a phone or laptop.
Laptop.
Yeah, so in the touchpad just zoom it, like you know how to zoom from the touchpad.
I'm trying and unable to do so. That's why I'm asking.
Look, I can do it. Just take your two fingers and slide them away in the.
Yeah, I do like, but that's not happening. I think some problem with the screen. I think so. Maybe.
Okay, let me zoom in a little bit, wait.
No,
Because
no. I think there is some problem with the screen. It's not happening. I think it's better now. I will see what.
no issues, I zoomed in a little bit, okay.
I
So
do.
there are many libraries. So for NumPy and Pandas, they're used for handling data. Okay. For Matplotlib and Seaborn, we want to visualize the data, like we use graphs, okay, to know more about the data. So that is for that, for graphs. Okay. And this one is also for the same, for graphs or for visualization. Same thing only. Means like we want to know the data better, so we'll make graphs and understand relationships and everything. Okay. These are also for graphs, but these are for interactive graphs. We'll see, okay, when you will know what a graph is. I will teach you a little bit. And then, okay, now let's import some more things. From IMP learn dot over underscore import import I want to import smooth. Okay, so now what this is doing, it will balance the data set, because in your there is a rule, right? Like there is a, I think project details is given in one PDF. Okay, so in that it is written that you have to balance the data set. I'll tell you what that means. Okay, what that means. Balance the data set means, if I tell you roughly balance the data set, it means like, once again, balance the data set means this conversion. Okay, in this you can see there are numbers like 1 0 0 0 1 0 0. It is either 1 or 0. Okay, so we have, like mostly there are zeros. Okay, so we have to balance this. That means uh, we have to make sure in this column there are equal number of zeros and ones. So for that we are using, like it is there, it is given in your code that you have to do that. Like, sorry, not in your code, I'm saying in your project details that you sent. In that it is written that you have to balance the data set. Okay, and other than that, we will use train test plate from sklearn.model underscore selection import train. I told you yesterday or about train test split. Means like train test split means we give half of the data, like to machine, like almost 70% I told you that
Yes,
we
yes.
give for learning, and the other The other half we'll give it like as new data
Yes.
without telling the output.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Then okay, the next one is I think sklearn dot ensemble m random forest classifier. Okay. This random we are importing now. Look, you can see the line that I'm writing in that we are importing random forest classifier because we have to use that algorithm. So we are importing it. Okay, it is our ML model, or you can say ML algorithm that we are using in our project. Okay. Then other than that, because look, in code you don't have to do a lot. You have to import libraries and you have to do little bit things. I don't think it's lot. The understanding should be very clear. Then I think I have to import a matrix, import confusion matrix. These all are given in your means you have to do this because I'm doing this all because it is asked in your project details that you have to do this all. So a confusion matrix we have to create classification report and ROC underscore curve and AUC. Okay, so what these all are used. So confusion matrix is basically like you won't understand it right now that much also. I'll explain later probably. Then after that, from from e dot stats we have to import t test something name is there t test this one t test underscore yeah end comma to yeah this one look it gives like I don't have to remember all this because it is giving me options like means it is giving me suggestions so I don't have to remember and you don't have to remember it always. Okay, this is like you can always search on internet if you forget anything because I saw it before class little bit so I remember as px and mm, import plotly dot graph underscore objects as geo. Okay, one thing I'm telling you here, you notice that we are using like import pandas means we are importing the libraries like the first line if you see it is written import pandas as pd. Okay, now what does that mean? I'll just explain you. We are importing library that name is pandas. Okay, as pd means एस पी डी का क्या मतलब है दैट लेट मी टेल यू सो हियर लाइक मतलब जैसे आप कोई लाइब्रेरी इंपोर्ट कर रहे हो ठीक है उसके बाद क्या होता है अगर मुझे वो लाइब्रेरी समझो पांडाज मैंने इंपोर्ट करी ओके एंड अगर मुझे उस लाइब्रेरी में उसका फंक्शन यूज़ करना है तो मुझे पांडाज डॉट फिर वो फंक्शन का नाम लिखना पड़ेगा समझो फंक्शन का नाम है रीड अंडरस्कोर एक्सेल
Mm-hmm.
ठीक है ऐसा लिखना पड़ेगा तो हम इसलिए क्या करते हैं हम ऐसे लिखते हैं हम इंपोर्ट ऐसे करते हैं इंपोर्ट पांडाज एज पीडी मतलब हम इसका नाम निकनेम रख रहे हैं अपने प्रोजेक्ट के लिए पीडी तो अब मुझे ये पांडास नहीं लिखना पड़ेगा बार बार बड़ा मुझे पीडी लिखना पड़ेगा बस देखिए मैंने यहाँ लिखा भी है okay so we are doing that because we want a nickname okay we are importing pandas and whenever we use it in our code we'll use it as pd ओके शॉर्ट फॉर्म बिकॉज पांडास पूरा लिखेंगे तो टाइम जाएगा एंड फिर कुछ कुछ लाइब्रेरीज के नेम बड़े होते हैं जैसे मैटप्लॉटलिब देखो इतना बड़ा नाम है सो वी आर यूजिंग इट एज पी एल टी बिकॉज कोड छोटा हो जाए ओके नाउ
So now in the Excel, we have to update our sheet first.
yeah we have to yeah you have to give it to your machine right how will you give it to your machine you have to import you have to, yeah you have to like send we are sending our basically my excel sheet to my computer that is we are doing by this line okay we are yeah we are importing काइंड ऑफ वी आर लाइक मीन्स कुछ चीज़ बाहर से ला रहे हैं तो ये हमारा गूगल कोलैब में नहीं है ना वो फाइल जो आपका एक्सेल का डेटा सेट था वो बाहर था मतलब वो दूसरे ऐप में था तो हम उसे ला
So,
रहे हैं तो उसे इम्पोर्ट कर रहे हैं हम
so you have written it in the Excel or you have updated all the things in the Excel.
No, no, no.
Then you use it.
In Excel, it is just as you gave me like that only. ठीक है, एक्सेल में ऐसा ही है। यही तो
Later
एक्सेल
on,
में।
in other class, we will see. Now we will do. Afterwards, I will ask you.
No, no, everything you will see here only. In Excel, there will be no changes. Everything, every answer, you will get here only. You should not do any changes in the data, okay? मतलब we are doing
Yeah,
changes in
that's
the
what I'm
data, but
asking.
here.
Like the data data sheet which was there, you just wrote it in the Excel sheet. Now and you uploaded it here.
Yeah, the data was given in Excel only. Means not I didn't write it. When you open the data set that your college gave, it was opening in Excel app only for me. I don't know. Maybe they sent in Google Sheet or Excel. It is almost the same thing. Okay.
Later on, I'll ask you. I'll see how you did that,
Okay. So
how
now
you implemented it.
d dot. Okay, this one I did. Df is equal to df dot drop id comma hmm, axis is equal to 1, and I will just means I'm dropping look when you import data when you import data ये आईडी का कॉलम आपके उसमें दिया होता है डेटा सेट में दिस आईडी कॉलम ओके बट हमारा
Okay.
जब हम इंपोर्ट करते हैं तो हमारा गूगल कोलैब भी एक इंडेक्स दे देता है यू कैन सी दिस इन बोल्ड 1 2 0 1 2 3
Yes.
4 राइट
Yes.
so this id is of
Yes.
no use so I'll just drop it like I mean remove it from the data okay so that is what I'm doing dropping means removing from the data okay
Okay.
just run this and now I'll see if it removed or not. Let me just um
You can use it.
printf print df dot head and okay let's print id not found in access okay I think yeah because they removed it right we removed it
Mhm.
yeah why did I even run it again now we
Where
removed
did
it
you
what
it was there, no?
1 second क्या है क्या है so what you're asking what did you ask I didn't understand you're asking
Okay,
why
it has already removed. Okay. Okay. Okay.
uh,
Okay.
if you want
Actually, this
now
code doesn't need to be in a super. This code doesn't need to be in a apostrophes.
no because we are using a function don't need to be in apostrophes
Then after that, why are you giving that bracket?
because when we use function we write a bracket in front of it okay like we write two brackets in front of it whenever we use a function okay any function you have to either write something in this bracket means I have to write something in this bracket or if you don't want to give anything as like if you don't want to write anything just leave it like that only but you have to write a bracket that's how we call a function means you don't know what a
Okay.
function
I
is
understood. I understood.
yeah
We are addressing to call it. Okay.
yeah that's why we use
Okay.
it.
So DF head is what was what? It was the function which we
Head
gave.
means it will print these values that you are seeing on screen means head means it will print the first few rows of the data set because we don't want to print the whole data set and I'm writing
Okay.
head because I want to just see if that id is removed you can see now the id column is removed I was just checking that
Okay.
only because I had to remove it no I removed it counts and then let's see what is did I write anything wrong once again when doing this oh I wrote this spelling error look whenever like there'll be some errors because like means error will come and I'll fix it just now error was coming no because I made the mistake
Mhm.
wrong okay
Mhm.
that's why error is
So
coming
value conversion is what you're converting everything into.
we are converting everything to value counts value counts means like uh means it will count everything and give okay like here it will count how many zeros are there and how many ones are there in the like which look first I'm doing conversion I'm selecting the column conversion this column okay and I will count how many zeros and ones are there how many ones are there because I told you just now that in your project it is written that you have to balance this conversion column okay this column conversion you have to
Mhm.
balance it means you have to make equal number of zeros and ones so first I'm checking how like is it even imbalanced and when I checked you can see there are 67 zeros are there and 32 ones are there so that means it's imbalanced okay so I have to balance it and make it equal 0 and 1 now 0 is more right
Mhm.
you can see so I have to balance it and make it easy And yeah, so let's move on. Just let me scroll down a bit. Then what we are doing,
You
define.
have to balance.
What?
We have to balance, no? Or we have to
Yeah.
add zeros
So
for both.
yeah, we'll do that like a little bit later. Now I was just checking if it is
Mhm.
imbalanced or not. Yeah. Target is equal to convert. Here I'm changing the column names, okay, so that it is
Okay.
useful for me. Quantity underscore values is equal to age, comma, okay, age, comma, MMC, comma, GDS, GDS. Then quality is equal to mm, gender and comma education. Okay, there are education, comma. One second. बाद में दे दूंगी आपको. Okay, okay, one second.
तीन पार्ट में थी तो पिन नहीं गिरा बाहर को ट्रिम लड़िया रखूंगा यहाँ रुक जा ना पर अपने हाथ मान के नहीं सकती
Okay, yeah, sorry. Let's continue. So, I was writing. Mm, education. Actually, my dad is like he came from he lives in Saudi. Like my family lives in Saudi. He does job. Okay, so he came for a like few days. He'll go like after he'll go on Thursday. So sometimes he comes and asks something. So that's why I have to tell him to go. Antidepressants. I hope spelling is right. Let me run. Okay, yeah, it ran. So here I'm change like giving like I'm all the what you can say, all the columns I'm categorizing in them in three types. Okay, target means like the output. Okay, that I made three main broad types to classify all these columns. Okay, because there's a lot of columns. Okay, so I classified in three types. So conversion is the output, or you can say target. Okay, we say target or output. Then age, MMSC and GDS, they are the numeric values. Okay, and the numeric values. Okay, these are the numeric values. Let me just write here numeric values. Quantity. Okay, and these ones means they are in number form. Okay, and these columns are in categorical features. So these numbers are in features. These whatever these columns are, they are in word form. Means probably I think in word form. Okay, they are categorical features. Okay, okay. So yeah, we have to use different things, different functions on this and different function on this, because these are numeric values. So we will use t-test. Okay, use we will use t-test. And since these are categorical features, we will use chi-square test. So these are different things. I'll tell you later on. Like obviously I cannot explain you everything
Now we
because
can, yeah, I understand.
because it took me
Mm.
a long time to learn all of this, and it'll take a long time for you also. So this is t-test. मीन्स हर चीज़ बहुत डिटेल में समझना पड़ता है ना, इसलिए स्लैश बैक स्लैश n. um I'll give like this, and I'll write quantitative variables t tests. And then fallback and quant no quanti. Actually, what variable name you're using once, you have to use it everywhere. So that is sometimes I forget. Group 0 is equal to df bracket new target is equal to 0 and this is
So,
close.
yeah, I am understanding very little. Maybe I'll understand this later on, but let's do
Yeah,
this and wind up.
you will understand it quite a lot of time. I think it will take a lot of time because this is a full project, right? So it takes when you have to learn all these things, not because I'm telling you, machine learning is a very vast area, very vast. When I tried learning for it for the first time, I just gave up like 100 times and then I started again. And I'm glad I did. Like once you learn everything, it is probably a little easy. But this is
Your class for yesterday was very nice. I understood everything in very in depth.
yeah.
But I would like you to tell that we won't let's do that superficial only. I mean, simple regression we finished, then multiple. So many are there. No, I think we will do superficial only. Like we don't go. That explanation was necessary, but we won't go into much detail. We will go with this concepts rather than that.
Okay,
I
okay.
mean, we will learn that also, but we won't go into much detail. Maths thing. So,
Okay, I'll see because I explained मतलब मैंने तो बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ा है but to you
what
I
detail we have
explained in
explained.
little
But
detail.
I didn't need that much detail as per the course also.
I understand. Let's see what we
Because there are a lot of things for me to cover in the course. So I think you have seen the syllabus. So we better
yeah.
we'll go with the syllabus only.
Okay, okay.
I'm just saying this because I have very little time. I told you, no, during February I need to wind up by February.
Yeah, I understand. How much time do you actually have?
I need to wind by February. Then I will take a maternity leave. Will be there. So I
Oh,
don't think I'll be able to do that. So that's why I'm telling that since the classes are so good, we won't go in much detail. Rather than we'll learn this concept. So
yeah. So you want
you
to
are
basically, yeah,
understanding.
yeah, you want to basically code like me, right? Like these projects
Yeah.
only. You want your aim is to learn how to do these projects. Like you want to learn enough machine
Yes.
learning so you can do
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Okay.
Like simply you can tell that this is this. We can carry on like that also. I understand that their explanation was necessary for me to understand,
Yeah.
but we can cut it out also. Like we can reduce that
Yeah.
explanation.
Yeah. You are in different field also. Okay, I'll try to cut it out as much as I can.
Yeah, fast we can finish. This is the formula. This is logistic regression. Sort of we can finish it fast and we can continue with these things.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So these are very important. My next projects are also based on this only. I
Oh,
think I've sent the project three also.
I did not see that. Let me. I'll see. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I'm telling. I should learn this first.
Okay. Okay. No issues. What
But your
is?
classes were very nice. But I want them to be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. No problem. No issues. I understand.
This is important, and I don't have much time.
Yeah. Oh, yes, yes.
Mm.
Is wrong. Name T test is not defined. T test underscore end instead, comma p value is equal to T test underscore end group 0.
Your
Oh,
father has come. He told something. I was unable to listen at that time.
yeah, yeah. I was saying that he has come from Saudi, so like
You
he lives
stay
there.
with
Yeah,
your family.
yeah.
Okay.
Let me see what the error is coming. Sometimes small things also error comes. Um. Oh, I didn't. Okay, accept. Okay.
You're married or not?
What?
You're married or not?
No.
Okay, okay. So you stay with the team.
I stay like at my grandfather's house. I don't want
Okay,
to
okay,
get
okay.
married.
Mm,
I don't
okay.
like. like getting married, but you have to at some point.
Let me do it.
What's your age? I think you're younger than me. I think you're smaller than me, right?
I'm 29 years.
Oh, okay. I thought you're younger than me. Like a little bit, at least. I thought. Okay, finally this code ran. Now, next we are doing chi-square test. Sprint. Configuration. Date,
So you
base.
have done your education in India or in Saudi?
What?
You have done your education in India or Saudi?
India.
No.
Yeah. My parents live there because of my father's job.
Okay, okay, okay.
Cross tab. ये where होगा ये ब्रैकेट में git target. Yeah, see this much is running. Yeah, okay. Then def then we did this much and come to comma p emergency bracket में table. Um, venue F I overruns like two contingency. Why is it not defined? Let's see what's the error. I'm sorry, I'm not speaking a lot. It is because, like, because when I code, I don't speak a lot because you won't understand like that much. When like I can explain some parts when I
You
code.
carry on. I'm listening. I'm listening. Carry on.
Okay. So here we are converting education into variables equal to pt dot get dummies ब्रैकेट में df comma education and first is equal to yes. Okay. Now we can see df education 2, education 3, education 4. Okay. Now we can select train and test. So we can x is equal to df dot drop target comma x is equal to here we are using train test split. Okay. Um, like we divide our whole data into two parts. Okay. And then like like x and y, x will be all the input features and like input columns. Okay, and x is the y is the output. Okay, because this is supervised machine learning. Okay, we are using a random forest algorithm. That is a supervised machine learning algorithm. That is why we have been given the output also. Okay, So x here, x is getting all the in columns other than the output. Output column is conversion. Okay, other than that, all we are giving it all the input, and y will get the output column. Okay, then what we'll do, we'll give 70% of 70% of data. What just happened? We'll give it 70% of data, okay, for training, and the rest we'll use for testing it. Okay, what we'll do means, when we want to train it, what is happening, when we want to train it, we will use when you want to train the data, once again. Yeah, when we are using 70% means, yeah, for training. So it will unlearn, like our machine will learn everything. Okay, so this is about subjective cognitive decline, right? We have to teach our machine, like, to identify, like a person has subjective cognitive decline. Okay, that means little memory loss. So we have to make our machine learn to detect that if a person has subjective cognitive decline, will he in future have Alzheimer's disease or not. Okay, that prediction our machine has to make. Okay, so for that we are training it. So first we are giving it some data to learn. Okay, 70% data I will give it to learn, and not 70%, yeah, no, 80% data here I'm giving. Okay, because that is the standard, 70 or 80%, mostly 80% is the standard. So that I'm giving it to learn, that is called training. Okay, and with the rest data I will, like, here look, I'm first giving it 80% data, means out of 99 rows, maybe I'm giving it like 70 rows. Okay, 70 or 80 rows. Okay, like 80% of data. Okay, then it will learn. Okay, then after it will learn, what I'll do, I will give it the new data, means the rest 20 rows which is remaining, or whatever rows are remaining, that rows I will give it to it, but without the output. Okay, for training I'm giving it the output. Okay, but when I want to test it, I'll test it using the remaining 20%. Okay, 80% I give it for training, in that I will give input and output both. When I want to test
Yeah.
it, in that I won't give it output, because I want it to predict the output, right? So in when I'm giving it the
Yeah.
20%, I won't give it the output. Okay, I'll just give it the input, not the output. So because you want to test it. So test underscore size. Look here, I'm writing test underscore size 0.2. That means 20% will be the test, will be saved for testing. So we won't use it for training. Stratify. Because you want to check how good our computer is, right? Like machine is that we built, the model. Underscore state, that is equal to 42. Name X is not given. Okay, this is capital. Yes. So I'll just write here. Training data is 80%, and training data is 80%, and tests for testing we are keeping 20% of the data, 20% of the entire data. Okay, our data is 99 rows. So if you want to calculate 20% of it, 20 divided by 100 into 99, that means 19 or 20 rows will be kept for testing, and the others will be used for training. Okay, 80 it means 19 means the other 80, yeah, from 1 to 80 rows, from 1 to 80. Look, in your you have 99 rows in your data set, if you saw it. Okay, so like here you can see only 5 rows, because you don't want to see all the rows, right? If you want to see, you can see all the 99 also, I think. Yeah, look here, this is the full data. Okay, but it is not showing middle some rows, because it doesn't show all the rows, it shows only some rows. If you want to see all the rows, you can see in your Excel file. Okay, so now we are balancing the training set. Balancing the training set using smooth. Okay, so here sm is equal to smart, that is equal to random underscore state, that is equal to 42, mm, x underscore train underscore sn comma y underscore train underscore sm that is equal to sm dot fit underscore resample, I think, yeah, resample bracket में x comma y नहीं x underscore train comma y underscore train and then print smooth balanced, okay, and comma np dot bin count bracket में y underscore train underscore sm. Okay, okay, I forgot. Sometimes spelling errors will come, so because of that there'll be mistakes. Okay, so now the conversion row I told you, it is now balanced. Okay, now let's move on. One second, let me just drink water. So yeah, now what we'll do, mm, now we are using our model random forest. Okay, like I'll teach you about it when we learn. In supervised learning only it comes, I think. Yeah, so we'll learn about it. Estimators, like this algorithm.
Okay, okay.
100, comma 200, comma 300, and comma. Mm, let's put depth. 5, comma 10, comma. Mm, um, and then comma. Mm, underscore leaf, and this should be 4, and criterion, um 1 second, okay, 1 second. Yeah, actually my cousins were just shouting, so I was just telling them to keep quiet.
Okay.
Criterion gain, comma, entropy, and let's run this much and see. Yeah, it's working. When you write 5 6 lines, just try and run it, because and then write more lines. Okay, because what happens is sometimes spelling error. Like for me also 2 3 spelling errors came sometimes, because sometimes you write spelling wrong and you'll think where error is coming, so you'll be confused. Mm, then grade is equal to, because you're writing so much, right? So there can be errors. Search. Search CV bracket CV equal to 5 scoring equal to equal to 1 comma. Let me see, it's running. Yeah, it is running. Then grade dot fit and bracket x underscore train underscore sm comma Y underscore train underscore sm means you don't have to learn all this, okay? Like what I'm writing, like if you don't remember, means you can go in the website I checked and check, okay? But like what means functions, like you can check what all functions are available so that you can use them and everything. I like checked it before the
Where
class.
are those options there in
What?
the search? Where are those options for searching?
You can like the name of the library you can search, okay, like maybe pandas for example, okay, and in that when you open the first link it will show you all the, like when you go down it will show you all the functions that you can use it, like that are there in that library.
From here only we can go to pandas search option.
Yeah, go here, look, I'll search pandas. um
Okay.
then there is one, I think this one is, yeah, probably this one.
Okay.
So here, when you go, no, this is, yeah, in documentation, if you go, you can see, look, user guide. Here probably you can, or you can look here, everything will be there. Like all the, these are all the functions that you can learn. If you click on one, means it will open and it will tell you in detail about that function. Okay, so these are many functions here. All the functions are here, so you can learn anyone.
Okay.
Like when you not learning means you, functions are just for using, you don't need to learn them, but sometimes you forget, right? Okay, what function name,
Yes.
or like exact name and everything. So I checked before class and I like wrote some functions down that I'm like some functions name, so that I don't
Okay.
forget. You don't have to learn anything like that. Fitting five folders
Mm.
of each 54 candidates. Okay. So what is happening here? Best choice, medical and gas scoring, ROC, command score. Grid set CV tries all combinations of hyperparameters and then it is best model. Okay, so we are fitting five folds, best parameters for each candidate. Yeah, fitting best parameters and okay. The next one is feature importance. Feature importance means here we're checking which columns like are very important. Means like imagine for, if you want to check if a person has lung cancer, maybe the two three most important things that we had to check will be maybe like if he is he smoking, or is his lungs are weak, like genetically hereditary. So we are checking like that things, right? I don't know anything about bio, but I'm guessing like maybe these two we'll check, like these two will be important features to check. Same way here also we are checking feature importance, means we are checking which column is more important, which column is contributing more to the output and which is contributing less. Means we can remove the less important column, okay. Imagine there is a column of probably for lung cancer, maybe for detecting lung cancer we are making a model, okay. In that maybe one column is probably we can say like age or something like that. So maybe that is of not that much importance, so we can remove. Okay, so that's how you do it. Like feature important means that only which column is more important that we keep, which is less important means we will remove it. Sometimes we remove, okay, mostly we remove only, so that we get good output, because not all given things are important. Then we are closing this bracket. Sort underscore values. Importance and comma y is equal to feature comma or orientation is equal to h comma title is equal to feature importance. So here we are checking which column contributes more. Okay. Data frame sort values. Where is it? Where did I get wrong? For him got an unexpected where sort where y is equal to feature x is equal to okay, yeah, sorry, importance. Oh, okay, 1 second. PD dot data frame feature x dot columns and importance best model feature importances. Till here is right. For sort values I wrote this wrong. Importance comma importance comma sending is equal to false. I think this is correct. And we'll use fig is equal to px dot bar bracket में importance comma x is equal to importance comma y is equal to feature I think comma orientation is equal to h comma title is equal to now we will like feature importance. Okay, I think that is enough. Yeah, let's see. It is making the figure like it is making the bar graph.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can see like देखो ऐसे visualization में ज़्यादा आसान रहता है. So here like SCD से अगर हमें चेक करना है एक बंदा को Alzheimer's disease या mild cognitive impairment है तो हम क्या सबसे important feature मतलब सबसे important column कौन सा है वो है age. मतलब
Yes.
अगर age ज़्यादा है तो बहुत chances है कि उसको Alzheimer disease हो गई होगा and that is true, you know it. And then GDS, MMSC, gender, education 2, DLP, smoker, education 3, HTA. Okay, so the least importance of education underscore 4. Okay, so we can see,
So what is education for? Type of grade of education.
yeah. So we
I would.
have a lot of, look, you can see here there was education 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 1. Okay, so we classified into different columns. So education 4 is the least.
Okay.
Probably it's I
Yeah.
think the
Yeah.
grade of education, yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes. I'm just saying.
now we'll predict the class. We'll make confusion matrix. Making confusion matrix and classification report. Hmm. What time it is? 6:48. Okay. This is 1 hour. Like अभी एक ही घंटा हुआ है ना?
Yeah. One. I started. It's 1 hour. But it's my Asar work. I have to your Asar will start at 2:20.
Oh, no problem. You can.
Have to do it. And we will wind up at 2 o'clock if possible.
Um, today's class was supposed to be 2 hours, right? So
Yeah.
means 1 hour more, right? मतलब एक घंटा तो हो गया. 1 hour more, right?
Mm.
How much is 2 o'clock in your? Right.
Okay. 1:15 here, no? So there it is 7 o'clock. I think it's
Yeah.
6:45 there.
हाँ. So एक घंटे बाद like we'll finish the class.
By 6:30. 7:30.
7:30. Let's make it to 7:45, right? Then 2 hours will also be over because
No, actually, my
yeah.
namaz is booking. I need to pray.
You can go in between and pay like right now because
Okay, okay.
all
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
you can pray and come.
You wind up to do. Yes.
Yeah. Confusion.
I think project will be over by 2 hours. I think.
Yeah, yes, hopefully, yes, it will be over. Probably if I write fast, it will be over earlier. Y underscore test, comma, Y underscore. Because like I don't want to take less than 2 hours the class, because then Fatma will tell me, right? Like I have to take at least 2 hours. That is what is
Yeah,
promised.
yeah.
Um, okay, and one more thing was there. Mm, And there is one more thing. Mm, and classification underscore report. Yes. Bracket में y underscore test comma y underscore. Let's see. Yes, we got some results. So our precision is 0.82, our accuracy is 0.65, recall score. Okay. Mm, 1 second. So our precision table progress, yes, and AUC should be 0.78. 1 second. It's 0.7. Okay. So we are getting 9.5 and 2.4. Okay. Now let's move on. Next thing is ROC curve. Okay. Curve and plus AFC also. FPR, comma, PR, underscore equal to ROC underscore Y underscore test and Y underscore C underscore CFPR, comma PPR and PLT dot plot. C equal to ROC underscore AOC 3F and PLT dot plot bracket में 0,1 comma 0,1 and PLT dot show. So now we can see, I think, graph plot. Oh my god, what is there? Okay, this one. Okay. AUC 0.571. Okay. Now when we move on, TPR, y is equal to TPR, and is equal to length. Yes, and C dot L underscore is go dot scatter x equal to 0, comma 1, comma y is equal to 0, comma 1, and mode will be lines. Then dash is equal to dash. No. Mode is equal to अच्छा कितनी वाली कर रहे हो go scatter FPC RPR mode lines and close the bracket figure C dot address open the bracket is this and here we are closing the bracket fig underscore RC dot show forgot a comma yes yes comma fig underscore RC is not defined ROC okay yeah spelling error okay now in this I have to add report is equal to classification underscore report bracket में y underscore test comma y underscore spread input underscore true is equal to true then matrix underscore df that is equal to pd dot data frame bracket में report dot t dot ilog is to 2 comma is to 3 and then we do fig underscore perf that is equal to px dot bar bracket में matrix underscore df comma x is equal to matrix and matrix underscore df dot index comma y is equal to y is equal to precision comma precision comma recall comma f1 score f1 score comma bar mode is equal to group 1 second then we are doing big 12
Hello, hello.
Yes, yes.
Your voice was not audible, so I just
Yeah, because I was not speaking anything and पीछे का शोर आता ना फिर. I was not speaking anything. I was
okay, okay,
just writing. Okay.
good,
Hmm.
done. Okay.
So what am I doing next? So let's see.